Welcome back, guys. I assume you noticed some changes to our intro.
Yeah, wow, we look a bit more official now.
There's also been some changes to our display, with more we'll see later as you guys venture on.
Oh boy, I'm so excited, Benny.
Please don't call me that, Joe.
What if I ask really nicely?
Let's not annoy our DM, please.
Yeah, Joe, that's like rule number 1 of D&D.
And I thought Joe was the most experienced player out of us all.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mr. Shapiro.
Joe, just call me Ben.
You got it, Ben.
Now that that's over, I want to give a big thanks to the viewers for all the support on our last episode. Some of the visual and audio changes have actually been made due to feedback, so thank you guys very much. As always, if you have any more tips or ideas, don't be afraid to comment them, and I'll continue to relay them to our editor. With all that being said, let's begin tonight's session. Last we left off, our party was following the Tribor Trail with a quest to deliver a wagon of supplies to the town of Phandelver under the employment of a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker. During their journey, they had found horses that met an untimely end and were then ambushed by goblins moments later. After knocking one goblin out and, well...
Hey, they had it coming.
Yeah, right. And, dispatching of the remainder, we'll say. Rather than risking crossing the stream upon arrival to the cave, the party waited till the skies darkened and continued to interrogate the goblin, who they had now discovered to be a liar of sorts. We pick back up with the party after a short rest, during which time they decided to spare the goblin to use him as a means to infiltrate the cave. Did anyone use hit dice to heal during the rest? I think most of you finished that battle unscathed.
I was the only one that got hit, and yeah, I healed and rolled back up to full.
All right, sounds good. So what's your guys' plan now that it's dark?
So, we're gonna have this goblin act like he captured us or something?
Ha ha, good joke, Gralmir. As if this weasel could be intimidating enough to capture the 4 of us. Namely, me.
That's a fair point. The other clan members probably won't buy that.
How should we do this then?
Ben, is the goblin's face beat up pretty bad?
Taking a look at him, it looks like Barbin may have broken his nose. It's not pretty, but then again, it beats being dead.
Okay, guys, I have a disguise kit. Maybe if I fix him up a little bit, we can have him look as though we got into a fight, but spared him.
Joe, last session called, they want their plot back. That's literally what we did.
Let me finish, you idiot. We say that we spared him in the hopes of speaking to their leader, as we have a business opportunity that may interest him.
Now this sounds interesting.
We say the goblins started the fight thinking we were random people, but we have actually been sent here from Neverwinter by our own leader.
Yeah, I think this could work. And by using that disguise kit, we can make it look like we tried to make amends by fixing his injuries.
Exactly.
I guess there are some gears turning underneath the cobwebs in that dome of yours. Seems I misjudged you, Yorkus.
That's very kind of you, Donnie.
So is this your plan?
Yeah, I want to ask the goblin his name, though, first. It wouldn't be very diplomatic if we did not even know our guide's name.
Yorkus, as you pose the question to the young goblin, he answers, "Everyone just calls me Oath, so I guess that's my name."
Ha ha ha, seriously, Oaf?
Yeah, that's what they call me.
This is amazing. Now we have a party with 2 Oafs.
So should we start to head towards the cave?
Yeah, it's a pretty solid plan. Let's go.
All right, before we make our way across, I'm going to use my disguise kit to help Oaf look a bit less hurt.
Give me an intelligence check, Yorkus.
Boom! 16.
Wow, nice. Yorkus pulls out a small kit from his bag and begins to go to town on Oaf's face. To everyone's surprise, Oaf's nose actually looks much better now, even under closer inspection.
Awesome job, Jorkus. Oaf looks like $1,000,000 platinum.
It still hurts though, sir.
Well, keep up our ruse when we cross and make our way inside, or else it'll be hurting even more.
Yes, sir.
Oaf, take the lead. Take my torch as well. I'll pull out a torch from my pack. Jorkus, can you light this?
Yeah, I'll set it down on the ground and cast a firebolt to get it going. Here you go, Oaf. Now let's go.
Follow me, sirs. Oaf begins to make his way down to the stream, and shortly after begins to cross. Are you all still following?
Yep, let's go.
Can I look around to see if we're being watched?
If you have dark vision, roll perception normally. If not, you have disadvantage.
Straight roll. Oh no. Natural 1.
Haha, as Gralmir is walking alongside you all, he seems distracted trying to check for any peeping eyes in the woods. In the middle of his gaze, he suddenly trips over a pebble, splashing into the stream and being absolutely drenched now.
Oh man, it's a bit cold now that I took a quick dip into the water.
Did anyone come to investigate the noise bin?
Continuing to cross the stream, it doesn't appear to have attracted anyone yet.
All right, let's go, Oaf, and watch your step for now on Gralmir.
On the east side of the stream, flowing from the cave mouth, a small area in the briar thickets has been hollowed out to form a lookout post or blind. Wooden planks flatten out the briars and provide room for guards to lie hidden and watch the area, including a pair of goblins lurking there right now. Let me speak to them, sirs.
Just don't fuck this up, Oaf.
As Oaf approaches the two goblins, you can tell they are on high alert now that he is traveling with a full party of new people. "Who are these idiots?" one of them says while staring daggers at Oaf. "Calm down, would you? These fine sirs are wishing to speak to Klarg. Something concerning coin that I think he'll be interested in." Wow, that's a nat 20 on Oaf's deception.
I knew this plan would work.
Oh, I'm sure he would be. But wait, where's the rest of your hunting group?
I'll step up before Oaf says anything dumb. Your compatriot here and his allies ambushed us, unaware that we were traveling here with a wagon of supplies and a business opportunity for Mr. Klarg. As you can see, his allies are no longer here due to that unfortunate battle. Yet we have mended the wounds of Oaf, seeing as he understood our purpose of travel.
Roll persuasion.
14.
The DC went down because of your nice disguise work. Well, it appears you did try to help this idiot here. Fine, go ahead.
Very gracious. Good evening, gentlemen.
Well done, Jorkus. Let's continue.
Just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps lead up to a small, dank chamber on the east side of the passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite.
We probably should avoid going near these guys. Let's go quickly, Oaf.
Yes, sirs, follow me. The wolves continue to growl and bark at you, but make no attempt to pull from their chains as you quickly pass by their small den. The main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. For those with dark vision, I believe only Gralmir and Barbin. In the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one, 20 feet above the floor.
Are there any goblins on that bridge spying on us?
Perception check.
14.
Peering up, you see no trace of any goblins keeping guard. Maybe they're all asleep since you came when it was dark, or maybe you just can't see them.
What time would you say it is since we rested till it was dark?
By now, after waiting, maybe 8 or 9-ish.
All right, so I assume some of them are still awake. Everyone just be ready for any trouble.
Trouble's my middle name.
I thought it was John.
Holy shit, Joe. Seriously?
Yeah, wow, Joe, you're right. Silly me. Let's just press on.
As you continue forward, you all see a dark shape making its way away from the bridge to the right. Small pebbles kick off the edge of the overpass above you as this figure begins to shift.
Wait, you. We're here with Oaf to speak to Klarg. I'm sure he would not want his guests injured.
Yeah, it's me. A few moments pass, no sound, and then a small goblin looks over the bridge. Oaf, what you doing with these chumps? You heard the dwarf, here to see boss. Fine, get up here. Oaf begins to move with haste as he was ordered. As he leads you forward, the stream passage continues up beyond another set of uneven steps ahead, bending eastward as it goes. A waterfall sounds out from a larger cavern somewhere ahead of you.
I say we take out any idiots in here, then we can face their boss without him getting any help.
Depends on how many others are alongside this one goblin we spoke to.
Oaf, and you all eventually climb the remainder of the stairs after discussing. This cavern is half filled with 2 large pools of water. A narrow waterfall high in the eastern wall feeds the pool, which drains out the western end of the chamber to form the stream that flows out of the cave mouth below. Low fieldstone walls serve as dams holding the water in. A wide exit stands to the south, while 2 smaller passages lead west. The sound of the waterfall echoes through the cavern, making it difficult to hear.
Difficult to hear? Oh, this is too perfect.
So how many goblins are in this chamber?
Looking around, there appears to be 4 goblins. You assume one of them was the one you spoke to by the overpass.
I will approach alongside Oaf. Hello, soon-to-be friends. We have business with Klarg, and our guide here has been tasked with bringing us to him. I thank you very much for your understanding, as I am quite sure you do not get many visitors in these parts.
Roll persuasion, haha.
Would I have any bonus because of being with Oaf? He hasn't done anything to give our plan away, right?
Let's see. Oaf looks a bit uneasy, but hasn't fucked anything up, so yeah, I'll lower the DC on this.
Wow, another 14. That's like 3 tonight.
2 of the goblins look a bit bewildered after hearing your story, but seem to just believe you. After all, you wouldn't have made it this far if you were lying, right? The others have their heads cocked too, but are more interested than anything else, it seems. Oaf starts to give the others grief. He's obviously nervous, and his facade seems to be starting to crack. You don't want to keep boss waiting, right?
Oh shit, here we go.
One of the goblins approaches. You know his voice to be similar to the raspy one by the bridge earlier.
Excuse me, your name, sir? I would like to know the name of the one who is giving our guide and potential business associate trouble after a rough day for him and ourselves. Maybe Klarg would like your name too.
Scret, now what's this business about?
I can't say this near these fools you're with. Look at them. They look like a bunch of idiots after hearing my friend speak. Let's step away and we'll speak more openly.
Haha, this is great. Roll deception with advantage due to that threat, but also because his allies do look like a bunch of idiots after hearing Yorkus speak.
Nat fucking 20, baby.
This just keeps getting better. Scret turns to the others who still sit there looking at Yorkus. Some of them pick their nose and the other is just scratching his ass. You make a point, let's go over here.
I'll walk with him to the staircase, winking at the others as I leave.
Looks like Barbin is getting lucky tonight.
Scret makes sure that nobody is spying on your conversation and looks to you. So, what's this deal about?
Let me show you. And I'll quickly pull my short sword out from under my cloak and stab him.
He has no idea this is coming due to the deception roll. So, this will be with advantage and sneak attack if you hit...
Dirty 20 for 5+6 sneak attack.
Quick and clean. Scret looks very interested 1 second, and the next. He is looking down with a hand over his mouth and a blade in his chest. He slumps against the side of the cave as his expression begins to empty of any recognition.
Goddamn.
I'll make my way back up to the others. Scret had to go take a piss. Let's go see Klarg now.
Deception check.
Another 14 for the night.
One goblin starts to walk to the staircase. A piss? This seems weird.
I'll nod to the others, and once he passes me, I'll stab him in the back, too.
Another roll. No advantage because he's suspicious.
Shit, 12.
Out of the corner of his eye, the goblin hears you reach for something and jerks around, just out of the way. Everyone, roll for initiative.
4, dang it.
Oh, me too.
8, not much better.
You guys are ass, 14.
So our order is Goblin 1, Donnie, Barbin, Goblin 2 and 3, Grelmir, then Yorkus. Beginning of combat. The goblin you tried to stab Barbin takes out a blade of his own and makes an attempt to slash at you. Dirty 20 for 7 slashing. Donnie, you're up, with Barbin next.
Get the hell out of the way, Oaf. I'll push him aside, then strike one of the idiots in front of me. Dirty 20 as well. For 11 slashing.
1 down, how does Donnie start this fight off?
A quick slice from the shoulder, carving down. I push the runt off my blade and look to the other. Go ahead, Barry.
I'm getting revenge for him hitting me. 23 to hit for 9 piercing.
Another one down, any flare?
Nope. I'm gonna run to corner that last goblin before he tries any slick shit.
All right, well, it's his turn. He swings at Donnie, but in his fear, slices at nothing but his breastplate. He's practically shitting himself right now and stands there stunned. You're up, Grelmir.
It's clubbing time. Another dirty 20 for 7 bludgeoning.
Wow, as quickly as this battle started, it's over. A bonk from Grelmir sends the last goblin over the small wall and face first into one of the dams.
I didn't even get a turn. At least me and Oaf got to sit back and watch together.
Yeah, Oaf has a very large grin on his face now.
I take it you didn't like them?
They don't like me, so I don't like them.
Very simple way of thinking. I like it. Let's go see your boss now.
Man, this is fun. Lead on, Oaf. I can't wait to give Klarg a taste of my steel.
Of course, sirs. You climb the stairs and out of the extremely loud waterfall portion of the cavern. Upon arriving, sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up in the south end of this large cave. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. In the middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder. Beside this fire sits a bugbear, and laying by him, a mangy wolf. Off to the side are 2 goblins talking, who immediately draw swords after noticing your arrival. Klarg doesn't seem to notice until one of them yells to your group, "Oaf, what you doing with these fellas? Free kills for boss?" No. They are here to speak of coin with him.
This is true.
The bugbear stands to his feet, holding his wolf by the scruff of its neck. "I'll decide what is and isn't true," he yells. "Oaf, you bring Klarg outsiders as though they could give him anything he needs. I ought to kill you now for this." "No, please, they mean to bring Klarg great wealth." "And how so? Speak up, outsiders."
I'll pull a flask out of my bag, but make sure not to present it fully yet, so they can't get a good look at what it may be. Maybe if you saw this, you'd understand. And I'll hand it to Yorkus. There's a small label on it, depicting it to be oil inside. I assume he'll get the idea.
Oh, I do.
Okay, roll deception, Barbin.
Only a 10.
You! Grab that and bring it here! He points to one of the goblins, who quickly makes his way to Yorkus.
I suppose this could maybe work still.
I'll make sure to hand the goblin the flask with the label facing away from him.
The goblin snarls at you while taking the clay flask and shuffles over to Klarg, still keeping eyes on you. And what may this be?
Does Klarg hold it?
No, he's having the goblin inspect it first.
It's a present, and I'll snap my fingers and cast Firebolt at the flask the goblin is holding.
Go ahead and roll, then it's initiative.
18 to hit for 8 fire damage.
Okay, nice. Only the goblin is in range of the flask, but he'll take extra damage from the oil as it catches flames. Since the wording on oil flasks is weird, we'll just say he takes the 5 fire from it exploding on him, and 5 more next round if he lives. The floor around him is also in flames for 2 rounds. Now everyone, roll initiative.
Damn it, 11.
19.
Same.
I think you two have rolled the same initiatives as each other every fight so far.
We're like 2 peas in a pod.
Right.
A 19 and you two still can't beat me. 22.
Wow, really high rolls. I got a 20, 2 18s, and a 16. Order is Donnie, Goblin 2, Grelmir, Yorkus, Goblin 1, the Wolf, Klarg, and then Barbin. Beginning of combat, Donnie, one goblin has gone up in flames and is freaking out while the other has pulled out a bow. Klarg is pissed and has sicked his wolf on your group and pulls out a rusty morning star. What are you doing?
I'm fucking Klarg up is what I'm doing. I charge at him. 22 to hit for 15 slashing damage, baby.
Wow, nice hit. Klarg looks seriously hurt after that blow. After you strike Klarg, the goblin with a bow takes a shot at you. Wow, natural 3, the arrow flies way wide of you through the fire and flames on the floor and into a stalagmite. Go ahead, Grelmir.
Could have cast Fairy Fire without catching Donnie in it?
Yeah, but then you wouldn't get the wolf in it either.
That's okay. I'll take a small sack out of my back pocket and toss the powder in the air in front of me. I'll jab my staff, rather than my club, through the powder in midair, and green lights begin to light up creatures within range.
What save is that?
DC 13 Dex save.
Klarg saves, but both goblins fail and begin to shine.
That's my turn. Go get him, Yorkus. You have advantage against the goblins now.
Awesome. I'll step in front of Oaf to make sure my buddy is safe, then snap at the archer. Oh man, natural 1 and an ace.
Did you have a stroke there, Joe?
Yeah, that one kind of worried me.
No, I'm okay, I promise. I got an 8.
Well, all right then, Yorkus. A small sneeze sends your firebolt zipping past the archer and into the wall of the cave behind him. Now it's Goblin 1, who dies to the flames, continuing to scorch him. So it's actually the wolf and then Klarg. Klarg's wolf snaps at his attacker, but does no damage, only biting into the air as Donnie dodges the feral-looking beast.
I'm untouchable.
As Donnie exclaims this mid-fight, Klarg smashes the piss out of him. That's a 17 to hit 14 piercing.
Oh, fuck.
Say it, Donnie.
I'm down.
Ha ha! Mr. Untouchable got his shit pushed in.
Shut the hell up, Barry!
It's okay, Donnie. We'll save our damsel in distress.
Whatever, just do it quick.
Yeah, I rolled max damage on that. Sorry, Donald. Barbin, you see Donnie fall after getting too cocky. Now, Klarg begins to approach you all. What are you doing?
Is he next to anyone?
Yep, he's right in Grelmir's face.
All right, I'll whip out my short bow and take a shot at him. Yes, 19 to hit. That's 7 damage, but also 3 from sneak attack since he's next to an ally.
Barbin, time seems to slow. You think back on your life and what has led you here. Such a hard life growing up, and you've seen your fair share of death. But to see Donnie, your ally, knocked down in a single blow from this terrifying opponent, you start to get scared. As Klarg prepares to do the same to your new dwarven companion, you take aim. You steady your hands and your mind, and you fire. Time resumes. You look to Klarg to see if your shot was true, and he stares back, but so too does the arrow embedded right into his jugular. He no longer has a weapon in his hand, and instead is only staring blankly at you with his hands around the wound. He drops to his knees, maintaining eye contact until his eyelids drop, as well as him to the interior of the now getting fairly hot cavern.
Holy shit, Barbin, you just saved me.
I'll run to the Goblin Archer now to close the distance and prevent him taking more easy shots at us.
Okay, Donnie, give us a death saving throw. Roll a d20. 2 to 9 is 1 fail. 10 to 20 is 1 success. A natural 1 is 2 fails. And a natural 20 lets you stand back up at 1 health. 3 fails and you are dead. 3 successes, and you are stabilized.
Here we go. 3 fuck.
All right, Archer's turn. He's going to disengage as a bonus action and shoot at you, Barbin. A 10 for sure misses. His arrow again flies astray. These archers are ass. Growlmere is up, then Jorkus.
Bonking time. I'll first smack my club on the floor and cast Shillelagh, then go bonk that wolf. Natural 1.
Karma!
You prepare to take a baseball-esque swing at the wolf, but you miss and throw your club 10 feet away. The wolf thinks you're trying to play fetch, but only barks at you, preparing to bite.
Last spell slot, I'm going to healing word on Donnie. That's 5 HP.
Finally, take your turn, Yorkus, so I can go soon.
All right, I'll snap at the goblin again with advantage. A 21 and a nat 20, baby.
Okay, so roll 2d10 first, then double the highest roll.
That's 10 damage doubled to 20.
Jorkus sends another bolt of fire at the archer. This time, it flies past Barbin and smashes right into its target. The goblin is instantly decimated, leaving nothing but a cartoon-like burn mark on the wall where he once was. The wolf will now bite at the clubless Growlmere. Another 10 to hit. Man, these dice are going into dice jail.
Time to do what I do best.
Get one shot?
Very funny. Dang it, only a 9 to hit.
Haha.
Just go, George.
I don't want to have the wolf opportunity attack me, so I guess I'll just punch him in the nose. Wow. A 22 to hit for 4.
A nice bonk from your hand has the wolf looking on its last leg.
Finish this, Jorkus.
Firebolt time. 50 to hit for 6 fire damage.
Barry, it's happening again. I'm actually starting to worry now.
Yeah, Joe, did you take your pills before I picked you up?
I can't really remember.
So that's a no. Here, just finish off my Red Bull.
What flavor is it?
Just drink it, Joe. You're over there slurring your words, for God's sake.
Fine, okay. Ben, do I kill the wolf?
Well, yeah, it's dead. Let us know if you're feeling okay, though, please. I'd really rather not have to explain why the current president collapsed at the table in my basement.
Good point.
Maybe we should just call that tonight's session.
Yeah, we can end here. You should get Joe home. We'll pick up next week. Our party has defeated the bugbear, Klarg, through their wits, steel, and magic. Next up on their list is to find where Sildar is being held and hope they aren't too late.
Thanks for having us, Ben. I'm going to go get Joe home now. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Ben. That was lots of fun.
Oh, God.
Let's go, Joe.
I take it no magic this time.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Yup, see ya.
Take care, Ben.
I like to end these with a small thanks to everyone again. Me and the guys all really appreciate that you guys seem interested in our adventure. As usual, any ideas, tips, and all that are taken into consideration, and we love you guys. Have a great one.
It's bonking time.